Good afternoon, my name is David Sellers and this is John Menderman, and we are presenting the manufacturing of a wooden pencil.
So a wooden pencil, which you can see laid out here, is used in education for students taking notes. So the primary parts of a wooden pencil are the lead, which is the part that does the writing, the wood body, which holds the pencil, the metal ferrule, which attaches the eraser to the body, and then the eraser.
Starting at the top, we have the lead. The lead, typically it's a graphite and clay mixture used for the lead because it has a high visibility, a low cost, and the Young's modulus is about 1 gigapascal.
The next part is the body of the pencil. Generally, the most important criteria for it is that it's tough enough to be able to withstand pressures of writing, but also if it's put through a pencil sharpener, it won't be too hard to remove material from the outside of it. So incense cedar is the normal wood that's used for this part. It has a very low cost, and most importantly, it's very machinable and leaves very good surface finish. It also has good tolerances.
The next part is the metal ferrule. It needs to have a low cost and a high modulus. Typically for this piece of the pencil, aluminum is chosen, and because it has a low cost and is easily machined.
The final part is the eraser at the end, which has to remove the material which was written down on the page. The criteria that it's normally designed for is to effectively remove all material written. So synthetic and rubber and oils are generally chosen for this because of their low cost and high effectivity in removing graphite from a piece of paper.
All right, the next part is talking about design for manufacturing and assembly. The wooden pencil does meet the design for manufacturing and assembly requirements for the critical parts because it has a minimum number of fasteners, it has a minimum number of different parts, and also each part is made out of different material.
And when we're looking at the manufacturing side of it, all of these materials used are very standard and available for companies to acquire.
Before the assembly process for the wooden pencil, each part is manufactured individually. So for the graphite, it is extruded in a billet press, and it's then cut into the specified lengths for the pencil, and then it's baked until it's hard enough to be put into the pencil. The wood is machined with saws and sanders and planers. The ferrules are machined to a specified shape, and erasers are extruded and cut into the specified lengths.
After all of these individual parts are made, the assembly process starts by having two wooden panels. They're each planed, and then a center groove is cut into them. They're separated, and the bottom piece has the graphite placed into the center groove, and each part is cut away so a block will produce about 10 pencils each. Afterwards, the metal ferrule and the erasers are added to the end of the pencil.
There are other types of pencils that are currently used today. One, there's colored pencils, which are used for coloring because they have different color leads. There are mechanical pencils, which have a high cost, and they have reusable cartridges.
So thank you for joining us on our brief overview of how wooden pencils are machined.